anybody else. I even told Debbie Turner about it too. Kerner.
You're not alone, so we're all having that issue. So just be
Well,
patient.
if you guys, this is Rep. Jones. I'm the temporary chair. Right now, TDP staff and the volunteers are checking names, and they'll let me know when we've reached a quorum, which we've reached a quorum, but now we've got to live stream it. So once that's set up, I will begin the meeting. So we're almost there. If we're almost there.
I'm going to get off of the talk thing so you can carry on. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, everyone, we are live streaming. So we are live and we have quorum. Rep. Jones.
Good afternoon, everyone. The meeting will come to order. We will now take roll. Roll has been taken. So the first order of business is the election of a secretary pro tem. This does not need to be a member of the district executive committee, and it does not need to be a member of the district executive committee, and it does not require a second. Please unmute yourself and say who you are nominating. Are there any nominations?
Hello,
Yes, who's speaking?
this is Yan Rabe,
And what precinct are
chair,
you?
762,
Okay.
and I nominate Ms. Mallet Fortuné to be SBOE 4 candidate.
No, I'm sorry. We're not there yet. This is the first order of business is to elect a secretary pro tem.
Oh,
so we
okay.
need someone to nominate a secretary pro tem.
Madam Chair, I'd like to.
And I'm the temporary chair until we get a chair elected. That will happen after we get a secretary pro tem.
Madam Chair, I nominate, this is Erica Foster, Precinct 31. I would like to nominate, prayerfully she'll accept, Tony Middleton Lewis.
Okay, so Tony Middleton Lewis is nominated. Are there any further nominations?
Tony Middleton Lewis declined. Thank you, Erica.
I have a question. Can we nominate anybody, like a precinct chair?
Yes.
Okay, I nominate Ted Weasel.
Ted Weisgold is nominated. Are there any further nominations?
Madam Chair, I would like to nominate Jennifer Holverson.
Can you tell me who's speaking so we know who's making the nomination?
Bernard Sampson, 527.
Okay, and can you say the name of the person nominated again, please?
Yes, Jennifer Holverson.
Jennifer Holverson is nominated. Are there any further nominations?
Yes.
Yolanda, this is Ted
Yes, I do have a nomination. 0977 Precinct Chair William Coffey nominate Justin Boyd.
So Justin Boyd is nominated.
Chair, excuse me, Antonio. Chair Jones, this is Justin Boyd. I declined the nomination, and I'll just, if there's a second to Jennifer, I'll second Jennifer.
A second isn't needed.
Yolanda, this is Ted. Can I speak?
I need to get all of the nominations right now.
I would like to nominate.
Okay. Who would you like to nominate, Ted?
I would like to nominate you, Yolanda Jones, if you are eligible. I assume you are.
So, I decline that nomination. As soon as we get a permanent chair, I will be jetting to the Pride Parade. So right now, I just need nominations who are not me.
Hi, Jolanda. This is Kathy Bluford Daniels. I'd like to make a nomination.
Okay.
I'd like to nominate Joy Davis.
Joy Davis is nominated. Are there any further nominations?
Wait, I have to, this is Joy speaking. I'm doing wonderful. I have to, but thank you for.
I'm sorry, Joy, did you decline? Because you're breaking up.
Yes, I declined the nomination. Thank you.
Okay.
Madam Chair.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I'd like to close nominations.
nominations are closed.
I second that.
Thank you.
So hold on, let me look at my script. So if there is not an objection, which I don't hear that there are, then we're going to move straight to the vote.
What about speeches? How do people vote when they don't know anything about the candidates?
I will give each candidate 30 seconds to tell us why they should be the Secretary Pro Tem.
Chair.
So the first person was not Jennifer Halverson, correct? Who was the first person?
It was
So I'm sorry, say it again.
Ted was the first person.
Did you say Jennifer was the first person?
No, Ted.
No, Ted was the first person.
Okay, so Ted, give us a 30-second speech about why you should be Secretary Pro Tem.
I understand Robert's Rules of Order. I've been teaching it for over 30 years. I'm an active and loyal member of the Democratic Party, and I want fairness.
Okay, next, Jennifer Halverson.
Hi, everybody. Jennifer Halverson. Steve just came to tell me I was nominated. I've been the party secretary now for 8 years. I'm happy to hop on and take the minutes. And I'd love to have your vote.
Point of information, is this a nomination for chair of this meeting or is it for secretary?
It is for Secretary Pro Tem.
Then I decline. You were the chair of this meeting until a permanent chair was nominated, not
Right.
secretary.
I am the temporary chair until we get a chair. So you're now declining, Ted?
Yeah, I thought.
What do we want it for?
If that's the case, there's only one person left, and that's Jennifer, because everyone else declined. Which means Jennifer.
Let's take a vote.
Well, Ted declined. Ted, did you decline?
For secretary, yes, I decline.
Okay, so there's only one person in the running for secretary, and that's Jennifer, which means she would just win because.
Is Jennifer on the call?
Yes.
I motion that we close
Jennifer's
the vote
online, but we need to get her
You
into
still
the
have to
room.
vote, Madam Chair. Even if it's one person, you have to vote.
No, you don't.
I move to vote.
What do you mean you have to vote? It's by default.
By acclamation, you vote by acclamation.
Hold up.
I move to vote by
Just-
acclamation that Jennifer Halverson be the temporary secretary.
So the person who gets to do that is me. Can you guys just hold up? So we only have one person, that is Jennifer Halverson. Are we going to vote by acclamation that Jennifer?
I move that we vote by acclamation
I
for
can't.
Jennifer.
Please, the chair has a script. Let her read her script.
I am reading the script, but I can't talk when there are a bunch of people talking. Okay, so here we go again. All those in favor of Jennifer, please raise your hand virtually.
Aye. How do I raise my hand?
Go to reactions, click on reactions at the bottom, which should be a heart. And under reactions, the very first thing will be say, raise your hand.
Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit.
I think someone's phone, mic is hot.
And pursue it.
So may I ask TDP staff and volunteers, are you going to tell me when there's a count, please?
There, you're good. There's only one candidate, so there's no
We don't need to
other
count.
person to vote for. You're
Okay.
fine.
All right. Okay. Just want to make sure.
Madam
Okay.
Chair, can I make a point? Steve Halverson here.
Yes, Mr. Halverson. And I'm
Yeah,
temporary
Jennifer is
chair.
going to be getting online. Just let her in when she gets online because I'm on a different computer than she is. So thank you.
We will make sure that she gets let in, the host, and I also will forward her the minutes template.
Thank you.
And someone let me know when she's in because we want to make sure she hears everything.
If you want, I can go ahead and keep the list of names in the meantime.
Who just spoke?
Oh, sorry, it's Dina.
And what list of names? Are you talking about the people that were nominated and declined?
For the chair position.
Okay. Is Jennifer in yet?
Needs to know how many people are certified to vote.
Madam Temporary Chair, this is Carla West. Can we establish some rules that if you are not speaking, that you have your phone on mute, and that if you are making a nomination, that you must raise your hand and wait until you call on them before they just start speaking?
Actually, that is a great recommendation that I will adopt right now. If we could do that so that we don't have people speaking over people, Carla, but I'm just waiting right now for Jennifer Halverson to get on so that she can hear and everything. So, and can TDP staff and volunteers, if you could just text me the number of voters eligible.
Absolutely. One moment.
Madam Chair, Alicia has her hand up.
I'm sorry, that was an accident. Carla already covered what I wanted to say. Thank you, Carla.
We are at 131.
And that's the number, 131.
At this moment in time, that's what's in. More people could join in the meantime, and we will check anyone who comes in and add that to our number.
This is Erica Foster, precinct 031. 131 is the number of eligible voters, just for clarity.
That's not the number of total possible voters. That's the number that are here and eligible.
Okay, thanks.
Ms. Jones, you're muted.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had muted myself. So there are 131 voters, but TDP staff and volunteers have distinguished between, there are 184 people in this Zoom. Of the 184, 131 are eligible to vote. They've been cleared by TDP staff. And there are other people are guests if you look at the participants. So I just want to be clear that I'm about to start. So is Jennifer in yet?
Yes. Yes, I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in now. Yes.
Okay. This special meeting was called per the process listed in the Texas Election Code, section 171.054. In that section, it directs that the members of the district executive committee shall elect the chair at the committee's first meeting from among the committee membership. That chair will then be responsible for the remainder of the meeting, certifying the vote. and serve as chair for any subsequent meetings this DEC may have during the rest of this term. Our state party parliamentarian has asked me to let everyone know that the governing documents for tonight's meeting are in order of precedence: the Texas Election Code, then the Texas Democratic Party rules, then Robert's Rules of Order newly revised. The next order of business is the election of the District Executive Committee chair. This person must be a precinct chair in this State Board of Education district. Are there any nominations? Please raise your hand so that I can call on you. So go to reactions if you want to make a nomination. Sean Rushing. Sean, did I see your hand raised? Okay, maybe not. Then Justin Boyd.
Madam Chair, I nominate Carla West.
Okay. Carla West is nominated. Are there any further nominations?
Yes.
Cecilia Fontenot.
Yes. I nominate Coretta Mallet Fontenot.
Coretta Mallet Fontenot is nominated. Are there any further nominations? William Coffey.
This
Yes,
is
ma'am.
the
William
nomination
Coffey.
for the,
I'm
sorry.
nominating Fontenot.
This is for the chair, right? To be elected for the chair. I think some
This
people are
is
trying
not
to,
for the, yeah.
This is
not for
this is for the chair.
this is not for the campaign. This is for the
Not for
chair.
the candidate. This is for just the chair.
This is the person that is going to take my place and run this election.
So, Madam Chair, you might want to advise that people who are running for the actual position should probably not be nominated to be the chair of the election. So you might want to withdraw your nomination, Ms. Fontenot.
Okay, I can do that. I withdraw.
So are there so right
I'm
now
sorry.
we have Carla West as chair, nominated for chair. Are there any further nominations? Antonio Maldonado.
I nominate you, Jolanda Jones.
Respectfully decline. I'm not running for that. I'm already a state rep, but thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So
I'd like to make a nomination. Steve Halverson would like to make a nomination.
I was about to call you, Mr. Halverson.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
No worries. Who would you like to nominate?
I'd like to nominate Tracy Gibson.
Tracy Gibson. Like, you can correct me if I'm wrong, parliamentarian, but I don't think that Tracy Gibson can run this.
Yeah, she's running for
I'm not a
the
precinct
actual-
chair and I don't live in the
Okay.
district.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
All
Okay.
right, no worries. So are there any further nominations for chair of this?
Am I able to nominate myself?
Hold on, just hold on for a second. Hold on.
Okay.
So I'm trying to look and see. So I see Yen Robbie.
Yes, I nominate Ted Weasel.
Ted Weisgel has been nominated. Are there any further nominations? David Wald.
I nominate Linda Cryer.
Linda Cryer has been nominated. Are there any further nominations?
I move that we close the nomination.
Wait. We have our hands up, madam. It's a lot of hands up.
This is Linda Cryer. I'm honored to have the nomination, but I don't have the time right now, but thank you.
This is Tony Middleton Lewis, 573. I'd like to nominate Alicia Self.
I'm sorry, who?
Alicia Seeley.
You keep going in and out. If you're not speaking, can I please get you to mute because I'm having problems hearing? I'm sorry. So you said Alicia, what's the last name, Tony?
Seeley.
Oh, Madam Chair, it's me. I decline. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. I'm already decided who I'm voting for. So
Okay.
thank you very much.
Madam Chair, I have a point of information here. Just to help move the meeting along, can we ask that if you're nominating someone, can you nominate them and put their precinct chair number? That way we know they're eligible to be the chair. They have to be a precinct chair to be to run this meeting. This is just a vote to run this meeting so that Miss Rep Jones can leave and handle her other business. So this is just a temporary position. This is not the candidate that's going on the ballot in November. But if you're nominating someone, can you please put their give their precinct number so that way we know they're eligible to run.
I
Let me hold up for a second. I just want to check with TDB staff. Are the precinct chairs in this Zoom? They're all eligible to run. Is that correct, or is that
They
not?
are. If they have a
Okay.
number in front of their name, they are eligible to run.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Wald, do you want to nominate someone? Because your hand's still up. David Wald? Okay, let me move to see if I see anyone else. His hand up.
Nominate Maria Gonzalez, 0931.
Oh, I can't see it up there. Okay, Maria.
My hand is up, so I can nominate Tony Middleton Lewis, 573. I am declining on this meeting. Thank you, David.
So Maria, you've declined. Tony, are you declining this too?
Yes, ma'am, I am. Thank you.
Okay. So are there any further nominations?
Wait.
Now
that Tony has declined, I accept David's nomination.
So Maria, you undecline yourself.
Correct.
Are there any further nominations? Let me look and see.
Yes, ma'am. My hand is up.
Hold on.
Madam
Okay.
Chair, Madam Temporary Chair, Ted Weisgold, hand is up. Antonio Maldonado's hand is up. And Verdal Dawkins' hand is up, as well as Huey German Wilson hand is up. In that.
And Almeida Dent.
So Almeida, who are you nominating?
I'm nominating precinct 0085, Arbor Howard. She handled the election last time.
Okay,
she's perfect.
Arva Howard is nominated. Are there any further nominations? And Antonio Maldonado?
That was who I was going to nominate, Arva Howard. So I second that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So are there any further nominations? Verdell Dawkins?
Madam Chair, I move that the nominations be closed.
Second.
I second.
So we've been seconded. Any for?
Madam Chair, our hands are still up.
You know what, I can't, the ones on the top that I can't see are Verdell Dawkins, Huey German Wilson, and Carla West. Are one of those hands up because I can't see the top?
Yes, ma'am. This is Huey German Wilson.
Okay, yes.
I nominate Javon German, precinct 161.
Javon, can you
Point
spell
of
that?
order. Point of order. A motion was made to close nominations and it was properly seconded.
Arva Howard has declined.
Okay.
There are still nominations that were already made and the motion was on the floor. TDP parliamentarian, can you please advise?
Arva Howard has declined.
Since there was a declination, we need to make sure that everyone still wants to do that, given that there was a declination that came in after the motion to close nominations.
I could not unmute. This is Arva Howard, and I decline.
Okay. So we had a second. So anyone want to speak for closing the nominations? Not seeing not anyone want to speak against closing the nomination.
Yes.
Who?
There were hands still raised when they moved to close the nominations.
Right, but when they moved to close the nominations, that it's a nomination that was made and seconded, so we have to vote on that.
So Chair, I
Yes.
seconded, this is Elena DiOrio, 128. I seconded the motion to close the nominations, not realizing that there were hands that were still raised. I would withdraw my motion, my second of the motion to withdraw, but only for the purposes of the hands that were in fact raised at the time that the motion was made.
Madam Chair, I second closing the nominations.
Okay, Mr. Green.
Yes.
So I need to ask the parliamentarian. A motion was made,
Yes.
and then it was seconded, but then that second was rescinded. Now we have another second. What do we do in that circumstance?
That's, if, as long as there is another second, that's fine.
Okay.
You have to go to a vote now.
So
Yes,
so
and closing nominations is not debatable, so you don't have to worry about discussion.
So all in favor of closing nominations, please indicate so by raising your hand. And TDP staff, I'm guessing you guys are going to tell me what the numbers are so that we know who wins.
Yes,
Or which
we
side
will tell
wins.
you.
Okay.
Wherever.
Okay, point of information, who's been nominated at this point since nominations was closed?
Carla West and Ted Weisgel and
Okay.
Maria Gonzalez.
And Maria Gonzalez.
And Maria Gonzalez, those
Okay.
three.
Okay, we have, it looks like we have a count for those in favor.
What's that?
We're at 83 in favor.
And now, can you lower your hands? Everyone lower your hands. All opposed to closing the nominations?
Daddy, help! Daddy, help me!
Can someone mute their Zoom, please?
They'll keep unraising our hands, but some of us are trying to vote not to close nominations.
No one is clearing your hands.
Someone is, because I'm not doing it myself.
Same here.
Okay.
TDP staff, do we have a count yet?
It's slowly going up, but the highest I've seen is, okay, we're at 12.
Okay, well, there was 83 in favor, and if there's only 12
Yes.
opposed, I don't see a path to victory to not close the nomination. So nominations are closed. So each person will have 1 minute to tell us why you should be the chair of this SBOE election, and we'll move with Carla West first.
Good afternoon, everyone. So,
Carla, can you hold on 1 second because I want to make sure I'm timing right. I'm sorry. Okay.
good afternoon, everyone, and fellow precinct chairs. Conducting a meeting is key to getting anything done. And to do that, we have to make sure that we do it in a proper manner, according to the proper rules. I'm aware of the rules. I'm aware of Robert's Rules of Order. And I'm a person that believes in being respectful, but also moving along the process. A lot of times in doing that, you have to make difficult decisions, but there's a way to be able to do that respectfully. Also, we have to establish those ground rules, and establishing the ground rules gives everyone the information that they need to be able to conduct a fair process. So I do accept this nomination, and I hope I get your vote.
Thank you. That was less than a minute. Next is Ted Weisgel.
I'll make it even less than that.
I'm very respectful of what Ms. West just said, and I will decline the nomination and thus put her in the position with that, no
Actually, no,
vote should
Ted,
be
Ted, that does.
necessary.
So Ted, so you're declining?
That is correct. I
Oh.
didn't know what Ms. West brought to the table. Having heard what she just said, I appreciate it, and I look forward to working with her.
Okay, and finally, we have Maria Gonzalez.
I decline the nomination and move to endorse Carla West or elect Carla West by by acclamation.
That's, well, I see people are clapping. So do we
Second that.
we vote for Carla West by acclamation? Just raise your hand.
As there's only one nominee left,
I
you
know.
can just
Okay.
declare her elected.
Okay, well, you are declared elected.
Thank you all so much.
You can take over. Thank you.
Carla, if I could have your email address, I can share the script file with you.
Please send the script to K as in Carla, F as in Francine, WEST 512 at gmail.com.
I'm going to
Right.
leave now. I'm going to leave now. I'm glad I could help get someone elected. I'm now headed to the Pride Parade.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Representative Jones. Have a wonderful time at the parade.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Jones.
See you there.
The file has been shared with you, Carla.
Okay. So while I'm opening up the script, and I need to get my reading glasses, give me just 1 second. I'm going to open the script on, read the script on my phone. That way we can continue moving forward. While I'm pulling up the script, what I'd like for us to do is to understand that if everyone is speaking at the same time, nothing gets done. If you choose to speak, on my laptop, when people raise their hands, I can see that. The way that you raise your hand is at the bottom of the screen. There's a little heart that says react. When you click on that, it gives you the option to raise your hand or lower your hand. There's several hands that are still raised right now. So I would ask if you would go ahead and lower those hands. The next thing, if you choose to speak, make sure that you raise your hand and wait to be called on. I will call on you if it's at such time that you can be called on. Okay? Please do not unmute or speak until you are called on. That way we can respectfully hear each other. The next rule, if you are not speaking, please ensure that you are on mute. If for some reason, which it happens sometimes, if you accidentally unmute yourself, please do not be offended if the host of the meeting go ahead and mute you again. So at this time, I ask for everyone to make sure that they mute their phones or their laptops, or so whatever it is that they need to mute. I am pulling up the script. Okay. The order of business that we are at right now is the election of a Democratic nominee for State Board of Education District 4. Nominations must be made by a precinct chair in the district and do not require a second. There are several people that have already entered their names into the race to run for this position. I want to remind you that you should be a voting member, you should be a precinct chair, and you should also reside in precinct 4. As we get the nominations in, if someone would be so kind as to make sure that they get put in the chat, the TDC people can do that. I will also write them down, and then we will go in alphabetical order. Right now, I open up the nominations. I am admitting someone into the room. Okay, there are 8 raised hands at this particular point. Okay, I'm going to view those 8 hands. We're going to go with only those 8 people whose hands are currently raised right now to go with the nominations. I'm going to go into the order which I see them on the screen. The first person I see is Carmen Attili, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Please unmute and let me know who you are nominating for the Democratic nominee for State Board of Education District 4.
Tashana, I can't remember her last name right now. Been too much.
Tashana Tucker.
Tucker, yes.
Thank you so much. You may mute and lower your hand. Dr. Deborah Fields Harris, please unmute.
Yes, Madam Chair, I nominate Dr. Coretta Mallett Fontenot.
Dr. Coretta Mallett Fontenot. Thank you so much.
Thank
You
you.
may lower your hand and mute. Miss Isan Baha, please unmute. And who are you nominating?
My nomination was also for Dr. Coretta Mallett Fontenot.
Okay, thank you. You may lower your hands. If you're the person, if you're nominating, if they have already been nominated, then you don't need to do so a second time. You can lower your hand. I see a few more hands up, so we'll move forward to Antonio Maldonado. Your nomination, please.
My nomination is Dr. Patrice Allen.
Thank you so much, Dr. Patrice Allen. You may lower your hand and mute. Miss Janice Thomas, you may unmute and give us your nomination.
I also nominate Dr. Patrice Allen.
Okay, thank you so much. At this point, I see no more raised hands. And the nominations so far. Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Brandon K. Taylor, you may unmute and submit your nomination.
I would like to nominate Tatiana Tucker.
Ms. Tucker has already been nominated.
Thank you.
Okay. I see another hand raised, but before I call on you, Ms. Carter, I'm going to say the nominations so far are for Tatiana Tucker, Dr. Coretta Mallett Fontenot, and Dr. Patrice Allen. Ms. Caesar, are you nominating someone other than the people that have already been mentioned?
No, Madam Chair, I'm making a motion to close nominations.
The motion to
Second.
close nominations has been made by Rosalind Carter and seconded, I believe, by Precinct Chair 0431, Joy Davis. The nominations have now closed. And we're going to vote on that. If you are voting in favor of closing the nominations, go to the bottom of your screen, click on the react button and raise your hand at this point.
Request for information.
Yes, sir.
What are the next steps? I want to be sure that we have an opportunity for more than 30 seconds or a minute to hear from these candidates. Do I need to make a motion to do something like 3 minutes or 5 minutes per candidate? I'd like to know
No,
what
sir.
the procedure is.
No, sir, I appreciate that. I'll read the procedures in just a second after we finish the nominations, and I'll let you know what that time frame will be. TDC staff, do we have a number of people that have voted to close the election, to close the nominations?
Yes, it's 96.
96?
I'm sorry, 98. We're not to 98.
98. Okay, so please lower your hands if you've already voted. Okay, now please raise your hand if you are not in favor of closing the nominations. Please do so now. Again, you do that by going to the bottom of your screen and clicking on the react button. This is to state that you are not in favor of closing the nominations. So far, I only see 2 hands. TDC staff, what is the number of people
I
that
have
are
only
voted?
seen, I've seen
TDP, I'm
two.
sorry.
Two. That's all I've seen.
Okay, the motion passes. Nominations are now closed. Again, I want to remind you, if you're not speaking, and so far I'm the only person speaking, please be on mute. If you have a question or if you have a point of order, you may raise your hand. However, let me read off what are the rules for the nominees. Again, we have to speak Tatiana Tucker, Dr. Coretta Millette Fontenot, and Dr. Patrice Allen. I'll call on them to go in alphabetical order. Each candidate or each nominee will have 2 minutes to speak. Okay? I'm going to ask if the TDP staff person will be our timekeeper to make sure that the person does not go over.
Yes, we will.
Ms. Almeida, you have a point of order or a question?
Point of order, Madam Chair, we have not been told what is the certification of the group. How many precinct chairs are in the district? How many precinct chairs are present? And
So,
how many votes is there needed to not to have a runoff?
So, Ms. Almeida, I'll reiterate, it has already been established that we have a quorum. It's already been established that everyone here is eligible to vote as long as they are a precinct chair. Guests do not have voting privileges. So thank you for bringing that back up, but I want to
So what is
reiterate.
the number, Madam Chair? What is the number?
I
What is
believe
the
it
number
was,
for the room to be certified?
okay, one moment. Miss, could you
State
state
party
what the
need to
number
tell
is?
us.
So the number is a majority of those present and voting. So it will depend on how many people cast votes, but it's a majority vote.
How many precinct chairs is in their district?
So, Miss
doesn't matter.
Almeida,
Quorum's
There
been
are
established.
237 precinct chairs in the district.
Thank you.
do you have any other concerns, Miss Almeida Dent?
No, that's fine. It had to be certified.
Yes, ma'am. And it was earlier, before
Not
we
by
went to
number.
the
It was
chair.
just said. It wasn't a
Yes,
number
ma'am.
given, ma'am. It was not a number.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Dent. So we
Thank
will move
you.
forward. We'll move forward now with our 3 nominees. Understand that you have 2 minutes to vote. Again, a reminder, I see some people that are not muted. Please make sure that you are muted to prevent any background noise. The
Point of
first person,
order,
yes, sir.
you
I don't
just
see a
said
raised hand. Could you raise your hand so I could see who it is on my screen?
it's Ted Weisskall and my hand is now raised.
Yes,
Just a
Mr.
moment,
Weisskall.
just a moment ago, I think it was a slip of the tongue, but you just said you have 2 minutes to vote. I think you meant you have 2 minutes to speak. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
correct?
Thank you so much for that correction. The nominees have 2 minutes to speak, not 2 minutes to vote. Thank you so much, Mr. Wise. With that being said, Dr. Patrice Allen, are you unmuted?
Yes, ma'am.
Your 2 minutes starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Such a pleasure to be with you all this afternoon. My name is Dr. Patrice Allen, and I'm a 15-year educator that is a servant to public education. I have served as a teacher, an instructional specialist, an administrator as an assistant principal at DD Middle School, and then I carved a unique pathway in education. I get to service the students in this community by creating programs that have lasting effects. I created the G Unity Business Lab, which is a partnership with Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent, where he funds me the opportunity to teach children how to hustle, teaching them about entrepreneurship, during their time in high school so that they have the adequate experience to make life-changing decisions. That led to work with Travis Scott as we take middle school students to NASA and Space Center Houston, where they learn about lunar habitation and create those things with his Cactus Design Center. Those two major funders see my vision, and they have afforded me opportunities to serve in education, which most cannot do. I would love to take that work to the Texas State Board of Education and drive a conversation about innovative solutions to problems that occur. It's easy for us to say, well, fight, 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 but that's reactive. We have to come with solutions and be proactive. I am a proud mother of children in public education and a proud granddaughter of Dr. Alma Allen, who served in this position for 12 years. I stand before you with the simple belief every decision we make about education must begin and end with the best for children. They cannot wait for November for us to make a decision as to who will get into the work. I wake up every day in this work. I am a district leader currently, and I make decisions about programming, coaching, teachers, administrators, and with superintendents across the state that have a lasting impact on this generation. This generation is impacted by technology, AI, and so many other things that are impediments for them not to be that is at their dismay. But I firmly believe that the work that I have. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Allen. I appreciate that. The next candidate to speak will be Dr. Coretta Millette-Fontenot. Please unmute.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Coretta Millette-Fontenot. I am a career educator in Houston ISD of 27 years. I've taught elementary, middle, and high school. I have served in and out of the classroom as a teacher, also as an instructional coordinator, a data interventionist, a literacy coach, as well as a testing coordinator. So my experience is wide and varied across grade levels and across content areas. I want to be your next nominee for the State Board of Education District 4 because I believe that our students deserves a member who, you're right, is not just about fighting, but who comes with real solutions. And those solutions include fully funding our schools, making sure that we go back to the community schools model that we know has been proven by research to alleviate the effects of poverty, right, and help students achieve. I also believe that we deserve a member who understands that climate change is real. American history, true history should be taught, and that our kids should not be beholden to publishers who want to push a particular religious agenda on our kids. We are to respect all persons and all students that come before us. And unlike many charters, we accept everyone in our traditional neighborhood schools. We are not cherry picked. I have been doing this. It is not work. It is passion. I've been doing this for probably 30 plus years now. So this is not something that I'm new to. I have continuously submitted written testimony. I've been to Austin to testify, and I also often reach out to legislators. This is very important. And like many other people who are on here, I have a vested interest in this work because my kids, my grandkids, my family members, my church members are in HISD. It is important that we have a public school system that undergirds our democracy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Your time is up. Thank you so much. Our next speaker is Tatiana Tucker. Please unmute. Your time starts. I want to make sure that I see you.
I'm right
Okay,
here.
thank you.
Yes,
Your
my
time
name
starts
is
now.
Tashiana.
Tashiana, please
Yes,
forgive
ma'am.
me.
That's all right.
Your time starts now.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to all the precinct chairs that have made it here today. Many of you I've had the pleasure of speaking with. I've made it my point to contact each and every one of you because I value your vote and your voice as we elect the next State Board of Education member. My name is Tashiana Tucker. I have been endorsed by former member Stacy Childs. I've worked alongside her since 2023, supporting her efforts and all that she has done in Austin, including going outside of the scope of SBOE to secure funding for our lowest performing schools in the state of Texas. But long before I met Stacy, I came face to face to what happens when the educational system fails us. When I was 5 years old and I entered the education system, my father entered the criminal justice system. And for me, that is the intersection of where opportunity and loss happens. When I think of the students that I've had the pleasure of teaching since beginning my education career in COVID-19, I see exactly what they're up against. I see young students coming to school hungry. I see young students without the resources that they need. And I've been in the gap and I've been building bridges in the classroom as a math teacher, but it must go far beyond that. I believe that I'm the necessary voice for this time because I know what these students are up against post-COVID. And it's a unique situation that we must address. We must address the lack of resources in our public education system. We must address the funding formula that is disenfranchising our public schools, such as Reynolds Elementary, the school that my son attends, which
You
is an
have 30
NES school,
seconds.
that is causing stress upon our teachers. As an educator and as an advocate, I've been doing this work to prepare my parents and my students to know their rights as constituents. I've been doing this work alongside Stacy, submitting revisions for Bluebonnet curriculum that is trying to erase our history. I know the bigotry that we face, and I'm prepared to be your fighter. I have been prepared my entire life because that is what the cards have dealt me.
Thank you so much. Your time is up. I want to thank all of the nominees for your passionate speeches. So, are the members ready to vote? The question on the floor is the election of the Democratic nominee for State Board of Education District 4. And again, I'm going to restate the candidates. I see a raised hand. I'm not sure. Mary Raven, if you could unmute. Is this for a point of order or a point of information? Okay, thank you. So moving forward, please make sure again that you
Point of
are muted.
information, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, pardon me. I am also a precinct chair as well as a candidate, and I just wanted to clarify my eligibility to vote in this process.
Yes, ma'am. You are
Okay.
eligible to vote. All right, so thank you again for that. Please make sure that you are muted. The process for voting is we will go in alphabetical order. I will call the nominee's name. Then I will ask for you to raise your hand if you are in favor of said nominee. Please keep your hands raised until the count is taken. Once we have the count, I will indicate to you what the count is and that you may lower your hands. Okay, we will go in alphabetical order. I see right now 2 hands are being raised. Mr. Antonio Maldonado, yes, you may unmute.
I have a question. Are the candidates allowed to be in the room while we are voting?
Yes, they are. Mr. Fred
Thank you.
Woods? Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Fred Woods?
Yes, Madam Chair. I have a question about security, being that when we raised our hands earlier, some experienced their hands being lowered by someone that was the host or what have you. How can we ensure the integrity of the process if such things happen, if we use this this way?
So I did hear that comment that some hands were being lowered. According to what the TDP staff stated was they were not the ones, they're the hosts. They are not the ones that are lowering the hands. Please make sure. It can be very easy to move your hand across the screen or whatever. So please make sure that when it's time for you to raise your hand for your candidate of choice, that you do click on that reaction button and that you keep it up until I let you know that the vote has been counted and that you may lower your hands. Thank you so much, Fred Woods, for bringing that up.
I'm sorry, Madam Chair. Maybe I wasn't clear. Is there no other way to do this other than that?
That's the way that has been selected to do it for this particular meeting, since it's virtual. Mr. Weisgel?
Can you read to us, or can the parliamentarian read to us an explanation that addresses whether this is a secret ballot or whether we have to be public about our vote? Thank you.
You may address that, the party, TDP party business.
There are no secret ballots in the Democratic Party. That is forbidden by our rules and by the DNC. So all votes are taken publicly.
So with that being said, Courtney Revels.
Yes, there was a question in the chat. Somebody asked about a poll and it was answered. Can we just address that question in the meeting?
So I did not see the question personally. If there's a poll, that means that the vote is secret, okay? It was just stated that in the Democratic Party, there are no secret votes. It's going to be public. Also, the manner that has been selected to vote for this meeting is through raised hands. Thank you so much. Michelle Stearns?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, since it's public anyway, and there was a concern in regards to hands being lowered, is it possible that once you call the candidate, the hands are raised, can you call the names out to make sure that the individual that is voting for that particular nominee is being counted?
You mean almost 200 names and a call out?
Excuse me, Mr. Bennett. Because of the number of people that are on this call, and because our screens will only hold such a certain amount, that would not be feasible. But thank you for your suggestion. Mr.
Absolutely.
Woods, you lowered your hand? Okay. Elena Di Orio?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to make sure that we state correctly that the rules do not prevent a private ballot. They prevent a secret ballot. So it is possible to have had a paper ballot where people sign their names or do some other way of providing that they voted a certain way. But I understand that the poll is not the way that can occur that way, because that would be a secret ballot. But I think that we always hear the rules don't provide a secret ballot. They don't, but they do allow a private ballot.
Thank you so much for that correction, Elena. Doug Graham?
I'm motion that we go to the vote.
So
I second.
it has been moved and seconded that we go ahead and call a question and go for the vote. All those that are in favor of closing all discussion, please click your react button to raise your hand at this point. Has everyone voted?
Madam Chair, I noticed that someone used a thumbs up. That might be why things are disappearing, because those are temporary reactions. You have to use the raise hand part.
Yes, ma'am. So I'll explain this again. Thank you so much for that. If you are using the thumbs up, that is not considered. When you click the react button, there is a button that says raise hand. So make sure that you do the raise hand. According to my screen, I see that there are 105 raised hands that should be in favor of calling the question and going to the vote. That number is rising. It's now at 111, 112. Okay, so please pause now.
No.
I believe, just for the sake of being logical, there are 112 things that are showing that we are ready to call the question and move forward to the vote. It would not even make sense for us to vote against. By the mere fact that majority rules, we're going to go ahead and call the vote. What I would like for everyone to do at this time, please make sure you're muted. Please lower your hand. All discussions are closed.
Discussion is not closed yet, ma'am, because my hand always and it was
I'm
lower.
gonna ask you to mute. We are now closed, and we're going to go forward to the vote. Please lower your hands. Thank you. I see that all hands have been lowered. Please make sure that you are on mute. We will call the candidates in alphabetical order again. I will call the name and I'll ask you to go to the react button at the bottom. Click raise hand if you are choosing this person whose name I call to be the candidate, your candidate of choice for the Democratic nominee for State Board of Education District 4. If you, please make sure that you are muted. Thank you. If you would like to nominate as the candidate, the Democratic nominee for State Board of Education District 4, Dr. Patrice Allen, please go to the react button and raise your hand right now. Again, this is if you choose for Dr. Patrice Allen to be the person that you are nominating for this position, please raise your hand now. Thank you. I believe all the votes have in. I'm seeing 18. TDP staff, do you confer that the number is?
I saw 19 at the highest. And one of our tellers saw 20.
Please make
Okay.
sure your hand
So
is still
please,
raised.
yes, please ensure that your hand remains raised if you would like to select Dr. Patrice Allen. Please ensure that your hands are raised and that they remain raised until I tell you that you can lower them. And you have to physically do that yourself. Thank you. I see that 20 hands have been raised. Is that correct? TDP party chair?
I see
Party
21.
secretary?
I see 21.
I see
Okay.
20.
I see 21.
There's 22 now.
There's a
Two.
22 now. Please do not raise your hand anymore. She's
Yes. So
closed the voting.
yes, the voting has now closed. Please lower your hands. Please lower your hands. Thank you so much. If Dr. Coretta Millette Fontenot is your person of choice, please go to the react button and click on raised hand. Do not use the thumbs up. Please make sure that you are using the key that says raise hand. Okay, I just saw the number move. Okay. I'm showing that 90 persons have raised their hands in favor of Dr. Coretta Millette Fontenot.
There's
It
now
just went to 91.
92.
93.
And again, I know you hear other voices. The only other voices should be the TDP staff person or our secretary, Ms. Halverson. I'm seeing that there are 92 raised hands.
I see 93. 92. Please leave your hands up if you're voting for Dr. Coretta Mallet Fontenot.
Okay, now the number is at 94.
95.
Please understand, vote only once. I see 95 votes in favor of Dr. Coretta Millette Fontenot. 95. Okay, thank you so much. Please lower your hands. Please lower your hands. You have to physically do that. Okay, I see that all hands have been lowered. Now, okay, just hold on. If you would like to see Tashiana Tucker be the nominee, and let me go and read it so you'll know why I'm saying nominee, okay? The Democratic nominee for State Board of Education to represent District 4. Please raise your hand now.
Also, please only vote once.
Yes, only vote one time. Okay, I am seeing, at this point, I see 29. At one point, there was 30. Please ensure that you keep your hand up if you're voting to support Tashiana Tucker. Thumbs up do not count. You must use the raised hand key. Right now, I'm seeing 28 people. TDP staff, what do you say?
We saw 28, yes.
And secretary?
Yes, 28.
Okay, thank you so much. So TDP staff, I will ask you, please lower your hands. Everyone, please lower your hands. Thank you so much. So now I will have the TDP staff to state, and only TDC staff people speak. How many votes were for Dr. Patrice Allen?
There were 22 votes for Dr. Patrice Allen.
How many votes for Dr. Coretta Millette Fontenot?
There were 95 votes for Dr. Coretta Mallet Fontenot.
How many votes for Tashiana Tucker?
There were 28 votes for Tashiana Tucker. There were a total of 145 votes, and a majority needed to win would be 73.
With that information, then I'd like to certify that Dr. Coretta Millette Fontenot has won because of the 95 votes that she received. Congratulations, Dr. Coretta Millette Fontenot, and I hope you the best in our bid. Let's all make sure that we rally behind her as our Democratic nominee for State Board of Education, District 4. And again,
Thank you, everybody.
thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So because this
Our
is a
pleasure.
special meeting and there is not another scheduled meeting of this executive committee in this quarter, a minutes approval committee must meet immediately following the adjournment of this meeting unless there is an objection of the committee membership, which will be whichever members wish to attend. There must be at least 2 members in the committee. The way we will handle that is when I adjourn the meeting and I state that the meeting is adjourned, should you choose to stay on to certify the minutes, please do so. Otherwise, you're free to leave. Now, what I'd like to do at this time, thank you all the people that put their name and their time in to run for this position. I thank you so much. Going into public office is not something that's very easy. And I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn. Please
Motion
raise
to
your
adjourn.
hand. Please raise your hand. Mr. Terry Preston, I saw your hand first. I see you hitting on that screen. Nothing is coming up. Okay, so I'm going to call on Joy Davis. That's the next hand.
moved.
Oh,
So moved.
To adjourn.
Okay, so it has been moved and seconded to adjourn. So we don't have to vote on an adjournment. This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you so much for coming.
Wait, I got a question to ask, please. Please. Right now I'm at Gillette and Allen Parkway. Where's the Harris County Democratic Party float? Because I don't see them nowhere around me, man. This what happened last year. I got here for the Pride Parade. I don't see no float. Where are they?
So Mr. Coffee, I just muted you. The reason why I muted you is we've been in this meeting for a long time. Please make